Guys, thank you so much for stopping by today. I've got a really fun video for you nail polish lovers out there. I've got my fall 2019 picks. Now, that means that those are the nail polishes that I am choosing as my top nail polishes for the fall of 2019. Now, that doesn't mean that those are the only ones that I love. I have lots of nail polishes. You know me, you know I love nail polish. And I have done several. I think this is my third video for fall picks for nail polish. So those are still my favorites. I think they're wonderful. And if you're interested, I will list them below, or somehow you'll be able to find them with the eye up here or something. You'll be able to find those videos. But yeah, I love fall nail polish. It's probably one of my favorite tones of the year. And I'm very much a seasonal nail polish wearer. I don't tend to wear a bubblegum pink in the middle of fall. It's just not the way I roll. But I love fall nail polish. It's, again, like I said, some of my favorite colors, the color story in the fall with the rust and the siennas and the caramels and just, you know, the mustardy yellows and the greens. I love the tones of green that we have at this time of year. It's just some of my favorites to wear and to, you know, basically share with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. This time around, I think I want to start with my favorite polish this year. Last year, I think my favorite polish was by Femme Fatale, and it was called Agrabah, and I got it in the polish pickup. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically where it's a sales site where indie polish makers bring their polishes together and you get to buy them. And I think the shipping is limited to $3. And so no matter what brands you're buying from. So it's really a nice way to buy nail polish from indie nail polish companies. And also I think all of the polishes on Polish Pickup tend to be, I think all of them are for that particular month, and they retired after that. But in either case, I don't know why I shared that, but I got the one from last year from Polish Pickup, and it was called Agrabah. Love that color. If I still have a picture of it, I'll post it right here so you guys can see it. But this year, it's the one I'm wearing right now. I love this nail polish, and it is my first polish from this brand ever, and it's by Picture Polish, and it's in the color Fall. Now guys, this time I didn't do little swatches. I can't find my little nail swatch things, so I figured I'd just insert pictures and y'all wouldn't mind. But guys, this polish is so pretty. I mean, as I sit here and look at it on my nails, and guys, my nails are short. I had to do some work out in the yard, and couple nails went, and they all got the guillotine. They all got trimmed because I can't stand to have one short nail and all the rest long. But in either case, there's like little gold micro glitters inside of it. It's got like orange micro glitters inside of it. It's also got little tiny micro hollows inside of it. And so when you look at it, it's very reflective and it has just a lot of personality. It's a very much a burnt sienna, kind of a burnt orange kind of color. Just so pretty on the nails, and the formula is beautiful. Now this brand is from Australia. I got it from the website Color for the number 4 nails, and I ended up buying several polishes, so I ended up getting free shipping. They had like a 25% off sale, so I took advantage of the fact and I ended up picking this one up. But now it's made me very intrigued for more polishes from Picture Polish. I will have to absolutely keep my eye open. I got on their website and I found that if you spend 54 American dollars on their website on nail polish, you get free shipping. Just thought you might want to know. Right now I'm not in the market to buy any new nail polish, but maybe for Mother's Day I'll ask for some of these because I think they're just that nice. This is a beautiful polish. It was opaque in 2 coats. I do have it topped with Formula X's the Shine top coat. I ended up picking those up Tuesday morning. I got a lot of them, so that's going to be my top coat of choice for a while. I know you can't get it anymore at Sephora, but girls, if you have a Tuesday morning around you, run, because I think they're 10 for $10 right now, and it is a really nice top coat. Again, I digress, but in either case, I love this polish. I think it's beautiful on the nails, and it is just the perfect fall color. They have one called Foxy, and then they have another one called Autumn that I'm itching to buy, but I'm not doing it. I'm being good. The next mani I'm going to share with you is a combo, and you guys know I love combos. Why wear one polish when you can wear two? That's my theory in life, right? More is better, especially when it comes to nail polish. But in either case, it's these two babies right here. And it's Butter London's, and I think it's called British Khaki. And then the other one is KO Polish's Casino. Now, unfortunately, KO Polish is no longer around, but really it's more of an old kind of gold. It has a bit of olive green to it, glitter. It has a little bit of a color to the base, but the truth is that it's quite sheer on application. So it will take on the tone of whatever you put underneath it, especially if it's like this in this color family. So yeah, this Casino is really, really pretty. It is quite textured, so you will end up having to use top coat with it, but it paired beautifully with this one right here, which again is Butter London's, and again it's called British Khaki. Now, Butter London's tops you remove like that, and then they have the little bird right here. They're so cute. They have a great brush. So does KO Polish. I think of all the brushes out there, my favorite happens to be H&M's and KO Polish, but this one is really nice too. It's like this, and I love the color. It's a khaki, but it's got a bit of an olive tone to it, as you guys will see in the picture. It has a wonderful formula. It wore beautifully, but this one, it lasted like 4 days, and that's a lot for me. So I loved it. I think it was beautiful on the nails, and I think it performed really, really well. Like I said, this was a 2-coater, and then this was just used as a topper. So yeah, highly recommend that as a fall mani. And if you do that one, let me know. If you do decide to do any of these manis, I'll link my Instagram right here. I would love for you to tag me on it because I would love to see them on your nails. I just think it's so much fun. I often will replicate other people's manis as well. In either case, my next favorite mani is something that is just, again, in that same kind of colored family, and it's from Different Dimensions. I think they came out with these last year, but I ended up picking up this year. It's a trio, and it comes with a red one, a reddish, like a pinky red almost, and I haven't worn it yet, and it comes with an olive green, and then you get this one, which is called Don't Leave Me This Way. This is gorgeous. It's that, again, burnt orange. It's absolutely a perfect fall color. So in comparison to, let's say, fall, see how this one's got a little bit more rust to it. This is much more of a burnt orange. It's a gorgeous color on the nails. The formula is so pretty. It's so nice. I highly recommend these Different Dimension nail polishes. I think they're one of my favorite indie brands out there. I've got quite a few from them because I love the way that they come out with different colors, and their glitter polishes are so nice. I love it. And that was a beautiful mani. Again, 2 coats for the Different Dimensions one, and Don't Leave Me Around. It was a 2-coater. And then with this particular mani, I didn't do a combo at all. That being said, I have one right here that would make the perfect combo, and it's just basically the sparkly goodness of this one, but in sparkly goodness. And this one is by Cirque Colors, and it's in the color Citrine. And so anyways, let me put them side by side. You guys can see, again, that it's very much that burnt orange kind of tone, but this is just chock full of micro shimmers inside of it, and it's got a jelly base to it, and it builds beautifully upon itself. This was, again, a 2-coater. Typically I always do 2 coats, but if there is a polish in here that's a 1-coater, I will let you know. But this is beautiful on the nails. It wore very nicely. I own several of the Cirque Color nail polishes, and honestly, they just don't disappoint. They're also an indie brand, and I just think they're very, very nice, and I highly recommend them. Why don't we just go ahead and stick with that same color family, because I love burnt oranges in the fall, and there's actually one more that is very much in that color family. And I bought this one last year, and it's by Glitter Days. And again, this is one of those indie companies, and this one's in the color Foxy. And so I'll put it right next to the burnt orange from the Don't Leave Me This Way from Different Dimensions, and then I'll put it next to Fall from Picture Polish. And you guys can see that this is a much more of a muted version of the burnt sienna. It's just almost like a little bit more old, maybe just muted, more toned down, dustiness to it. I love it. It's a great transitional color from, let's say, in August into September, because it has that color where you can wear it, you know, as a summer color, but almost you can also transition it and wear it in your fall shades. I love this nail polish. I think it's a really nice formula. I bought 2 of them last year. It was this one Foxy, and I ended up using Mellow last year as one of my favorite polishes from last year. It was a yellow, just really nice nail polish from Glitter Days. Highly recommend that one. So the next combo are these 2, and it's one of those Formula X nail polishes that I ended up picking up at Tuesday morning. In truth, I only picked up 1 polish from them, and this is Formula X and the color Zap. And my combo is with Zoya Maria Luisa, and I love Zoya's Maria Luisa. This is one of those newer polishes to my collection, and in essence, it's gold little shards inside of it, and the base is, I think it's clear. It just gives your nails almost that, like almost gold leaf kind of look, because it's little bitty shards that, you know, you can just sprinkle on your mani. It's so pretty together. Zap is one of those colors that it's actually quite sheer, and it took me, I think this one was a 3-coater. And even in the 3 coats, it was quite sheer. You could see visible nail line. But the color is so interesting. A little bit out there for me. Yellows are a little bit hard to pull off, but I do like them. And this is like got a little bit of a green to this yellow. So it's almost like a lime green yellow. Really, really pretty color. Not a neon at all. Not neon at all. But because it's so sheer in its formulation, because it's jelly, when you wear them together, it just kind of helped bring this, I don't know, it just made this look like you had gold leaf, you'd gold leaf your whole mani. I really like this combo together. I thought it looked really pretty together, and I really enjoyed wearing this as one of my fall picks. I think it's beautiful. And the next one I'm going to share is one of those that I also wore kind of on its own. It just held itself on its own, and it's this one. It's by Bicolor Club, and it's in the color Flannel. Now this is what I would call a coral, a burnt coral, basically, is what it is. It's still very much a coral, but it's a little bit more dirty in nature, a little bit more dusty, and it has just a little bit more character than your summer, vibrant, rich corals. Again, it must have a little bit of brown inside of the formulation, but it's a cream, and it just is so pretty on the nails. And to me, it's very much that one of those transition colors that you can wear from summer into fall. Like right now, we're in full-fledged fall here. Full-fledged fall. I am in Florida, so our fall today, I think it's like 88, and it's so humid, guys. It is so humid. But, you know, one of the things that helps me feel like it's truly fall is my clothes and my nail polish. I'll just transition those into the fall colors, and all of a sudden, my mind, I'm in fall. So, yeah, I love this one. The brush on this one, it's your traditional Bicolor Club brush. It's a thin one. But for some reason, this one doesn't bother me as much as the traditional Zoya brush, which I hate. I don't think I switched this one out. I did keep out in here the thin one. See, for some reason, Zoya's brush annoys me a little bit more than the Bicolor Club one does. I don't know. But in either case, this was also a 2-coater, It's a nice cream formula. It wore beautifully. I found it to be one of those polishes that when I would look at my nails, it just made me smile because it was pretty. To me, it was just pretty. And so I did enjoy that one very, very much. Kind of along the same kind of vibe would be the next one I wore. And it's this one, and it is OPI's Yank My Doodle, like Yankee Doodle. In either case, I wanted to show it to you side by side with the Bicolor Club one here, and this one being Yank My Doodle. Yank My Doodle starts to get just a little bit more rusty, where this one had a little bit more coral, a more pinkier base, maybe pinky peach base. This one has a little bit more of a rusty base. It's a beautiful formula. I swear I love OPI. Mainstream nail polish, my favorite is got to be OPI. I think that they make really nice polishes. Again, this is a 2-coat polish. I think this one came out, was it 2 years ago? It was part of their fall collection. I think it was 2 years ago, but I love it. I've worn it almost every fall since I got it. I think it's one of those nail polishes that to me is very, very much a traditional fall color. See, it's kind of very similar to the color of my shirt. It's very much that rust color. I love it on your nails. It looks beautiful. I can't recommend it enough. If you can find it, I say pick it up because I think you'll enjoy it. Again, in that same color story, because again, I'm kind of doing this almost, let's say, in color stories, I'd have to go with this one, another cream formula from Julep. Let me put it side by side so you guys can see them. So this is Julep, this in the color Rosemary, I believe. So Julep and Rosemary, and then the middle one would be OPI and Yank My Doodle. And then this is Color Clubs and Flannel. And so Flannel is just slightly a lighter peachier with a little bit more of a pink in it inside of that one. And so then you've got Yank My Doodle, which is more of your traditional burnt sienna kind of rust color. And then you come over here and you've got Rosemary, which is again a little, it's like a terracotta brick color. And I think this was from last year's fall collection, and I love Julep's brush. I wish they brought more polish inside of their bottles. I think they just don't give us enough. So as you get 0.5 fluid ounces with different dimensions or 15 mil. Over here, you get 0.27 fluid ounces and 8 mil. Yeah, seriously, y'all. And these aren't cheap. I like Julep's brush, not my favorite, but it is a nice brush. Their cream formula is really nice, and Rosemary was beautiful on the nails. It gave me the feeling like I was wearing a red, but at the same time, it was a brick red, you know, a brick terracotta kind of color. So it's perfect for the fall. Highly recommend this one. I think it's gorgeous on the nails. Following along that same kind of color story, because y'all, there's a theme to my falls. There's a theme. We've got this one. It's in the color Sandy. Now Sandy's got glitter micro shimmers inside of it, and the micro shimmers inside of it, I would say, are silver. And so you've got this really dark, almost vampy brick red. It's like what do I want to say? Like a vampy red or oxblood red. So you've got this one, Rosemary, which is a bit more of a terracotta, of like a brick color, whereas this one by Julep is in the color Sandy, is definitely much more of a vampy color, definitely much more of an oxblood. The formula is really, really nice on this one. I really liked it on the nails. Again, it came to life when you would do this because of all the micro shimmers it had inside of it. The micro shimmers themselves are like silver, and then it's got little bitty hollows inside of it. So it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous polish. I think it looked really nice, and it's a perfect, more, maybe let's say more late fall going into winter, because it's got that dark richness that I love to wear in the winter. So yes, this is a lovely polish, and I highly recommend it. If you have it in your collection, pull it out and enjoy it, especially I would say in the November to December time frame. Gorgeous polish. Now, another one I like a lot, and I picked this one up last year as well, but I didn't share it as one of my top picks until this year, and it's the color Pumpkin Patch by Polish Nail Polish. And guys, this has got a bit of a jelly formula, and it's chock full of all kinds of little micro glitters, and they're hollow in there, and they shift in colors from I would say, like, let's see if we can get the shift to show on camera. I hope it does, guys. I don't know if it's going to do that. I can't tell. I'm blind, so I can't see what the actual camera is showing me. But in either case, it's got little holographic glitters inside of it, and as well, it's got micro shimmers and glitters that are like copper in tone, and not necessarily gold, like orangey and copper in tone. And so the base of it is more of a dark brown, like a burnt sienna, dark brown kind of color. And on the nail, it just is so pretty. It's so reflective and beautiful, yet still very dark and rich and very fall-like. I love that mani. And the next one I have is kind of a little bit on a different color. I like purples. I like dusty purples in the fall, and this combination was this one right here. Oops, I'm turning the bottle, and it was in Cokie and the color Mystic Mauve. It's like a purpley mauvey shade. And then this Morgan Taylor, and I have it in, it's called the Sweetest Thing. And so how I wore it was I had two nails topped with the Sweetest Thing, but all the nails had Mystic Mauve on top. I like Cokie's nail polish. I think I ended up picking up a little 5-pack that they had on Ipsy, And I had another one that I had gotten in an Ipsy bag earlier in, I think, a couple years ago. And so that's it. The brush is a nice brush, but the formulas on these Kokie polishes are really, really nice. I absolutely do enjoy their polishes. And this color and this kind of a dusty kind of mauve, just really earthy kind of mauve, is just gorgeous. It's got a little bit more of a purple than a pink to it, so at least it does in my opinion. So it's really perfect for what I would consider a purple fall polish. Last year I think I picked KL Polish's Isma, just a beautiful polish as well. And if you follow the if you watch the video, you'll see. But this is just gorgeous, and paired with Morgan Taylor's Sweetest Thing, it was a kind of a little bit of a different fall mani, especially if I'm wearing more of a dusty, like a mauve colored top. I love this kind of a color with that. So yeah, I love that pairing. And so my favorite polish would be Fall from Picture Polish, but my favorite combo I would have to say is this one. And it's one of my all-time favorite fall polishes with a new one to my collection. So this one right here would be a Cirque color in the color Beatnik. And then this is China Glaze's It's Alive. Now this polish is a bit older, so I think it might be a little bit harder to find. But if you find it, it's just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous glitter. But let's start with this Cirque nail polish. This came out this year with their, I think it's a Gotham collection. If I'm wrong, I'll make sure to note it. But in either case, I loved it. When I saw it, I was like, oof, that color is so good. That color is beautiful. So it is an olive green, but it's got a little bit more of a yellow to it, as you guys will be able to see. So it's not a dark olive green like this. This is much darker, as you guys can tell. But because this is a topper, it just made the mani so very interesting. I love this glitter topper. Like I said, it's got a bit of a jelly, a thin formula, so you can top things with it with ease. And it applies, you don't have to manipulate the glitters because it's so smooth in its application. And it's got lots of little micro shimmers in olive green, and or like almost like a forest olive green inside of it. It's got both, and then it's got micro glitters that are just tiny little specks. It's so pretty. It's got such depth to it, and when you applied it on top of this, it was, oh, it's beautiful. It was alive. It's called It's Alive, and it truly came alive when you put them together. So guys, yeah, I highly recommend this combination. Beatnik was a 2-coater. I think the formula was beautiful. I am loving Cirque's nail polishes. They really have a good formula, and they're very, very unique. Their nail polishes aren't something you're going to find at Target. Their colors are quite unique. So if you end up seeing something you like and you're like, can I dupe this? Chances are you won't be able to. So guys, that's it. Those are my fall nail picks for 2019. I hope you guys like those as much as I like them. I think they're beautiful. I think it really does make quite a difference to me when you start to change out the colors on your nails per season. It just, especially when you live in Florida, we have, 2 seasons. We have summer and then more of spring. Sometimes in the winter we'll get some cold days, maybe about 2 weeks of cold days. But other than that, it's really warm down here. So I do my seasons with nail polish and with my clothes that I'm wearing and the colors. I try to change the color story that I have around me. So guys, that's it. That was my fall nail polish picks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you will come back and visit with me. If you haven't yet, I really appreciate it if you would take a second and subscribe to my channel. I try to upload some nail polish videos here and there because I like nail polish. I just haven't been filming a lot lately due to health reasons, but I'm going to try and do the best I can, and I hope that you will come back and visit me then. So thank you again for stopping by and visiting with me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and guys, be blessed. Bye!